people? What's good? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? This is Facts, Rumors, and Lies. We are here today with our panel. I am DJ Cousin George. You already know what it is. And we are here with Iceberg. We also here with Braveheart. And we also have a special guest, but I'm going to let Braveheart bring her in. Go ahead, young lady. Let them know who you got with us.
What up, y'all? It's Braveheart ATL, the monster, everybody's favorite big mouth. Now, happy Valentine's Day to everybody, but fuck that. It is my sister's birthday. I am proud to introduce her to y'all. She is making raves, Atlanta Pay, and about to blow up in NYC. She is like near and dear to my heart. Nail tech, singer, actress, exotic dancer, pole instructor. Um, she has done modeling. She's done catwalk. Just all around, like, just a good girl. I want to introduce y'all to Beauty fucking Valentine. Everybody say happy birthday. That is not just a moniker or a street name. Today is her
Hey,
birthday. That
Happy
is why she
birthday.
is
Happy
everybody's
birthday.
favorite sweetheart. Y'all can follow her at 478 Beauty and follow her. Like, listen, you will not be disappointed. Like, I love her to death. Don't play about her because y'all will get fucked up. Like, that's my heart.
What's
Period.
up? What's up? What's up, everybody? It's your girl 478 Beauty. I go by Beauty Valentine. Make and raise me. Atlanta pays me. I am the hottest female host in the city of Atlanta.
And is.
Yes, I do nails, and I'm an all-around hustler. I am a very, very good entertainer. I don't never shy away where I'm from because that shit made me grow. But it's my motherfucking birthday, so thank you guys for having me. And I am very interested and proud of my sister, and I'm very interested to see where we're going today. So I'm gonna sit back, relax, and wait for my turn.
Look at Ice up there. Look at Ice up there. About to get knocked out talking about smoking cigarettes. So that's Iceberg Trim above you right there. Good guy, you know what I'm saying? The strong silent type. And that's our producer, That I call him that my master. I love master, you know what I'm saying? That's cousin George. He's our editor, you know what I'm saying? He's our leader, he's our fearless leader. You know what I'm saying? That's my dog and I'm gonna stick beside him. You feel me? So
For
we here
sure, for
today.
sure. Appreciate
Happy
that.
Valentine's
Appreciate
Day,
that.
everybody. How's
All
everybody
right.
feeling?
Feeling great. Feeling great. How about yourself? How you been?
I feel as good as I look. And that ain't too shabby.
Sorry about that. My dog over here almost choking on fur balls and all kinds of stuff.
Hold on, yeah. How can I send our live to someone that I want to watch us?
You just send them our YouTube. That's all. They're going to our YouTube. They can be able to watch it from there.
All right, I'm gonna
Literally
pop
on the
out and
Facts,
tell them to
Rumors,
log
and
on.
Lies
wait,
YouTube channel.
hold on. I
That's all
think
they have to do.
what she's talking about is at the bottom of the screen, it has a thing for you to share.
I know the shit like the square with the arrow, the
Okay,
share
but
thing.
that's okay,
But no,
guys. Just
that's
to
not
clear that
it.
up,
We
that's
need to
if they
share the
want to come on.
link.
Okay, that's if they want to come on the stream. We don't want them to come on the stream if
No.
they just want to watch.
Watch.
They
Oh, yeah.
just
No,
want to
no, no, no,
watch.
no.
They
I
go on
already shared the
YouTube.
link. I already shared the YouTube link. I was just trying to
Right.
confirm that. So I'm
Yes.
I'm gonna pop out for a second to let them know to come on and I'm gonna come right back.
Not a problem. Not a problem. So what we're gonna do real quick is we're gonna watch a video about a situation that happened to a young gentleman. Um, I don't want to talk too much about it. I'm gonna let the video speak for itself, and I'll for us to comment once we come back. And I want everyone's actual opinion.
So a cop is on trial for killing a young man with sandwiches. Put up the picture full mask. He was holding sandwiches. In Columbus, Ohio, Jason Mead, on the right, a former deputy for the Franklin County Sheriff's Office, is now on trial for murder and reckless homicide for fatally shooting a 23-year-old named Casey Goodson Jr. on the left. This happened in 2020. The young man had gone to the dentist that day and got 3 Subway sandwiches before he was killed in front of his 72-year-old grandmother and 2 toddlers. The story is quite horrific. Goodson parked in front of the house, walked across the front yard, and was entering the home through the side entrance when he was shot, according to Sean Walton, a lawyer representing the family. When Goodson's grandmother heard the shots and screams of the toddlers.
If you're struggling with getting pro vocal mixes, let me show you something that might help. It's called Xvox, and it's by far the fastest.
She rushed to the kitchen where the deputy pointed his gun at family members and ordered them out of their own home. That's according to the attorney. The family saw the sandwiches next to Goodson's body, but not the gun, the lawyer said. According to a statement posted by the Columbus police, here it is. The incident involves a Franklin County Sheriff's deputy who was working as a member of a U.S. Marshals task force looking for violent offenders Friday, December 4th, 2020. During an operation in the northern area of Columbus, the deputy reported witnessing a man with a gun. The deputy was investigating the situation, and there are reports of a verbal exchange. The deputy fired at Mr. Casey Goodson, resulting in his death. A gun was recovered from Mr. Goodson. Mr. Goodson was not the person being sought by the U.S. Marshals Task Force. Now, here are the events according to the former officer. Meade's defense maintained Wednesday that Goodson waved and pointed a gun, a firearm, at Deputy Meade from his vehicle as Meade drove by, and that Meade pursued Goodson to his grandmother's home. Meade previously said that Goodson turned to lift his gun before entering the home and aimed it at the deputy, prompting Meade to fire. Meade was not wearing a body camera at the time, so there is no video evidence of the shooting. Now, you know Meade lying. Okay, the whole story is insane. In my opinion, obviously, he's lying his ass off. So the cop wants us to believe that a young man who just purchased Subway sandwiches saw a cop and unprovoked said, here you go, pulls out a gun on the cop, waves it around.
What's good, guys? What's good? So I want your honest opinion of what you think about what you just heard. How do you feel about what you just heard? Please go ahead, Braveheart. Go ahead and tell us what you think. Hold up. You got to unmute yourself. Well, we can't hear you right now. Tap out and come back in. But I'll say my opinion real quick. I think it's crazy for this to even happen in this day and age, to where we're seeing this situation happen where you literally lying. This gentleman had nothing to do with why you guys were out there. So for you guys to happen to literally jump out there and to be on this man when he had nothing to do with the situation. Like literally, the gentleman was on a whole nother level of what he was doing with himself.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yes, we can. So to me, this was horrendous. This was an act of nonsense, foolishness, stupidity. And this man should have never lost his life because he had nothing to do with why these officers was out there. But go ahead, Brave. I'll let you say your opinion.
Cause you know I'm about to bust, right? Like you saw, like I'm just bubbling over. So first of all, I think who put this in the chat? Ice, was it you?
No, this was me actually. I
You
put
just
this
I
up.
know because
Yes.
you two are more active in the chat. Like, so first of all, anything attached to Subway, I hit ever since the scandal with Jared. But reading it, I think I saw this exact stream with this gentleman. So first of all, here go the key points. They were already street sweeping for black men with guns. So we've already been accustomed to that, oh, mistaking identity, or that, oh, they're holding, they're carrying. But so let's just keep it at that. They were already street sweeping, outside hunting, looking for a problem. Now, two, the grandmother said it's common knowledge. Yes, this gentleman was known to carry a firearm, but it was legal. It was registered. He did not fit the description, nor was he the person that they were looking for. He had
But
an empty.
hold on real quick. There actually wasn't a firearm. See
No,
that?
that's what I was about to say. Let me finish.
Yes. Go ahead. I'm
Let me
sorry.
finish. There was not a firearm. He had an empty holster on his waist. But he did have he was known to carry guns, and they were registered. But he was a law-abiding citizen. It was a legal weapon, but he did not have a gun. The officer stated, now this officer, without body cam footage, is alleging that this man, let me tell you something. Anybody ever ate from Subway know that if you don't get home and eat that shit within 30 minutes, that shit is not gonna keep. He was trying to get them subs back home to his granny. Who the fuck? So he's riding through traffic and just gonna up a gun and point a gun at a cop? Had he pointed a gun at you then, they would have commandeered your vehicle and stopped you then. You wouldn't have gotten the opportunity to drive home to your residence. And I think this is a case of another young, overzealous cop trying to prove himself. And this isn't the first time that he's been reprimanded or has marks in his jacket for excessive use of force.
Correct.
This is
And,
not the first time.
and the main thing is that the gentleman only had sandwiches.
He
That's
only
all
had
he had.
sandwiches. So how do you everybody knows what a Subway sandwich bag looks like. How do
Facts.
you mistake that for a firearm?
So how do you feel about this, Ice?
I'm gonna say this: people need to be held. Well, of course, everybody need to be held accountable for their actions. Of course, that. But what I mean is, this is a task force, right? First, let's look into the details. This is a task force. So, what that means is, not only have they been trained as a regular police officer, they've went further with the training. And only way you can be a part of a task force is if you had extra training, which is more accuracy on, has to do with accuracy when
No mistakes.
whether they detaining somebody, looking for somebody, trying to secure a situation. It's more accuracy, and everything is carried out by somebody makes the final call to do whatever.
It's an elite group of officers
Right.
with a
It's more
special set
training.
of skills.
Yeah, no mistake should have
So,
been made on that. No
yeah, that's
mistake.
what I'm saying. Even if there is a mistake made, there is automatically a one person to blame for whatever goes wrong, because
Extensive
that's the person
training.
who makes the final call.
Extensive training.
Yeah. So if anything ever was to go wrong, no matter what it is, during work as a task force, as a team, if anything is to go wrong, it's that one man's fault, because he is the person. Even though it could be somebody else did some shit that they wasn't supposed to do, it's still faulted to that one person. So why are we even sitting here looking at this as a case? That's what I'm saying.
Well, to
Somebody
me,
died.
this
Like they said,
particular
they're
case
circling the
falls on two
wagon.
people.
They're circling the wagon so that not one person is being accused of anything. So not one person is held accountable.
That's crazy.
And yeah, it definitely is. Definitely.
They're going against their own rules.
Honestly, not one person is
Their
accountable.
rules being to their criteria in different situations.
Right. So it really basically the rules would are flexible to wherever it's of their advantage. Basically, what you're saying.
Chaos creates opportunity. That's what I'm saying.
True. But in this tragedy, there should be two direct people held accountable. Of course, the officer that committed the offense, but I think the commanding officer that sent him out on that post, because your commanding officers and your lieutenant, your supervisors, all up the chain of command, they have full knowledge of your history, your jacket, your mannerism, your behavior on the beat. You still, for whatever reasons, whether it was to meet a quota, whether it was they didn't have enough manpower, you still sent this person out into the field to deal with civilians, knowing this motherfucker had a penchant for violence.
So real quick, let's talk about the real situation, which is he was not the target offender. He was not the
Exactly.
person that they was actually out there looking for. So this man drove past those men, drove past the officer with sandwiches in his bag, and the officers lied and said that the man waved a gun.
A
That's
gun.
why he pursued him. So that in itself was a total lie.
But
So
listen
when
though, he said they had the sandwiches in one hand, his house keys in the other. How
yes,
could he have been brandishing a weapon?
right, exactly. When he was walking into his own home.
I can't wait to see how they cover this up. I'm
But
so curious. It's gonna take
finish
all
telling
of us
us your
digging.
opinion, Valentine.
Well, my opinion on the whole thing is I really feel like they're definitely gonna try to cover it up to be more lenient towards the liable party, first of all, because it's no way you can explain that situation. It's no way you can
Right.
Keep
escalate
that under
that
the rug.
situation in the moment. Someone has lost a child, someone has lost a friend, some people have lost a family member. And not only is this going to affect his family and what he had going on in his future, it's going to affect the community and the fact of them feeling safe among the same people that is supposed to protect and serve. You know, now that your child can go to Subway and just maybe if they skip and hop the wrong way, they can be gunned down. So as a
Or raped.
community,
Or raped.
but as a community, and it's gonna all be swept under the rug if they're black, if they're Hispanic, if they're of any ethnicity besides Caucasian. So I do really feel like this gonna be. I'm sorry for my language, and I'm new on here, so I don't know what the rules are. But it's gonna be some bullshit, and I can't wait to see how it unfolds.
And then
Like I am
sis,
so curious.
hearing you say that, it gave me an epiphany. If this gentleman drove past officers and they say he brandished a weapon, that means y'all pursued him. That means in your vehicle, you
It should be
had
video
enough
footage.
time to call for backup.
It should be video footage.
For
What
a
is the camera?
suspect with
Is
a weapon,
the body
there should
cam
have been
footage?
cameras on the car.
Ubers
So
are
that
every.
means you didn't call for backup, where other officers could have come wearing body cam to get
Mind you, he
footage.
got a weapon now. It's a dangerous situation.
Right. So if you saw a man with a weapon, what's the first thing they're gonna do? They're gonna call for backup in the car. Something in pursuit of this vehicle brandishing a weapon, and then they're all gonna swarm. So if he had this weapon and there was a cause for danger, where was, like, come on.
Nowhere,
And
because
when
they
the math
cannot
isn't
make it
mathing,
safe.
I feel like what they try to do is they try to victim blame, victim shame, or
Oh,
they
he
do
was holding the
they do
sandwich in
something,
a
or they do
demeanor in which
something
I
else.
felt threatened. They're gonna say he was holding the sandwich in which is demeanor that I felt threatened because it was a
But
foot long
maybe even not.
with
Or they
extra
might do
mayo.
what we see more often than not. This story is a blip on media news coverage. We probably won't hear anything else about this.
Yes, that's so true because where I got it from, it was called TYT, the Young Turks channel, which I watch, and they do a lot of this type of information where they find information where people are not talking about.
Right.
When I Googled it and YouTubed it, it was on a couple of channels, but they're not running it. They're not
No.
running it. It's not coming up again.
We're
They
gonna make
don't
it go
have it
viral.
in their feed. So this is something that we need to be talking about and speaking about.
Oh, and
So
coincidentally, it happened around Super Bowl. Distractions.
But not only that, the most
Distractions.
The most
Think it's a
major
game. Think it's a
distraction
game.
is the
Distraction.
civil war that we're about to come under because the borders are closed. Texas has closed the border, and all the surrounding states have closed the border because we are under like. I'm no longer working for the facility, but I have firsthand knowledge. We're under a migrant crisis, especially in port states like New York, because those red states down south, say what you want to say about the country motherfuckers, we ain't having that shit. The nigga from Texas, fuck y'all, send them to New York, close the borders. Joe Biden is like, open the borders, let them in, motherfucker. For what?
Yeah, so we're going to
You're,
definitely have a couple of issues for a very long time because of that.
you're not sending
Because
us
of,
people that are conducive to the economy. You're sending us your criminally insane. You're sending us as your sex offenders. You're
well,
sending
no, even if they was sending people that was of stature, right now we have to first deal with our own home issues that we have
Right.
at home.
right, but
We are
we
Right.
not
already
dealing with our own
we're
issues,
not.
so we cannot be trying to solve someone else's issues when we have issues ourselves.
And
Now,
that all
if
comes
we're
back.
doing both, that's cool if we're able to do both. But right now, we're not able to walk and chew gum. So let's
I'm
just
from
I
learn
blame,
how
Macon.
to
I
walk.
I'm
blame
from
your
Macon.
uncle, and
They
you
say
need to
that
talk to him.
I'm
I
a
blame your
country girl.
uncle.
I'm a country girl, so that's the same. They say you can't go clean somebody else's house when your house dirty.
Right.
You can't sweep
Exactly.
around nobody else's front door if you got leaves on your stoop. But George, I
Exactly.
blame your uncle. Your uncle Eric Adams.
Well, you know what? He was only doing what he's allowed to do because if you notice, with any of our black leaders, whatever they're allowed to do is because they're only allowed to do a certain amount of things because the people are making sure that they're looked a certain way. They would never allow Obama to do what Trump did, and they would never allow Trump to do what Obama did. You get what I'm saying? So that's why we're always in a dilemma with our black leaders because they don't get to actually do the things that they want to do. They can only do what they're allowed to do, and
But
that's why we're always going to be in this dilemma. And if we go right back to the topic, the police officer himself literally already retired. You know what I'm saying? Already is trying to get away from,
No.
you know what I'm saying,
because if
being
he
accountable.
resigns, if he resigns,
Rent a
he
man,
can
rent a
still
man.
keep his pension. He can still keep his, he can resign with just misconduct in his jacket and still be good. But at the end of the day, like, this is 2024. This is the year of black and white. In the words of Cat Williams, this is the year of truth. There is no gray. There is no in between.
Right,
But this
right.
is
So
coming to
with
leaders.
everything that's going on around us, the political climate, the religious climate, the economical climate, the fact that women no longer have reproductive rights, you know what I'm saying? Like the fact that the gays have more rights than anybody, the fact that undocumented uh, asylum seekers and gays have more rights in this country than the people that help make this shit what it is. So we are definitely living in the last days. And when you say people can only do what they allow, I can agree with you to a certain extent. Because if we had real leaders, some people that are willing to be martyrs, that are going to say, okay, I know that I have to get the vote for the Congress. But so you got leaders that are even scared to speak. They're doing what they're told. Had it been me, I'm going in there. Yeah, I'll say what it takes to get there. But if I'm really for the people, viva la revolucion. That's why the fuck we got years and years and years of this turn the other cheek, Martin Luther King bullshit. But the man that really stood for something, stood at the window, never cheated on his wife, ate good, like had a pat. Malcolm X, where's his
But but
recognition? Where are his
but
flowers?
hold on, to not to interrupt you, sis. I love you, and you're so intelligent and you speak good facts. But to shine on like what the main point is, and that's the gentleman at hand. This
No,
is
but I'm no.
a
Listen, what I'm
this
saying.
is a
Hold
what I'm
on.
no
No,
and it's an agreement on what you said. That's what I'm saying. Like when you think about it, what it's doing is these are years of unreprimanded behavior,
right,
and
but
then
that's
they
what I
have
was
gotten
saying.
away
But
with
that's
it.
hold on. That's
The
what I'm
police
saying.
departments, the
Hold on.
FBI's, the government have gotten away with years of sweeping things under the rug. So this is just
Right.
another thing. So I
So let
feel
me
like I
finish
said,
though. Let me finish though. It is a. what I was saying though, as far as that, America has a long history of doing what is convenient that they can wrap up in a pretty package. If it's uncomfortable, they shy away. The only thing that they are aggressive with doing is taking and isolating. You see
So
what I'm
how
saying?
do you feel that they should handle this situation in particular with this gentleman though?
Honestly,
Because you're speaking verbatim as far
the
as
way
and this is going to be an
the
agreement to
way that
disagree,
the way
a
that I
wide
feel,
range of situation, but to microscope on his situation in
but
particular, and I think
but
that's what everybody would agree on, to
right,
microscope on what do you
but
think they should do.
the the
One at
wide
a
range,
time, ladies. One at a time.
no, the wide, you got to feel my sister Banther. Like the wide range comes from, this is just one thread in the blanket of injustices that are going on. The fact that Gio says he's already trying to retire, the fact that he is even able to think about that as an exit strategy just
Right
shows you he has options to get from underneath
now,
this.
this shit been going
Like
on.
he should already be locked up awaiting trial. And at the end of the day, like it's the last, like I don't mean to say it like this. This seems like I'm rambling. They gave us George Floyd for a win. Just to be like, because it was so highly publicized. Like, but at the end of the day, if you really want to make it right, like Breonna Taylor, Sandra Bland, Tamir Rice, Sean Bell, Trayvon Martin, now this young man here, fucking sandwiches. And
I
what we
can't wait to
want to
see how they cover
happen,
it up.
what we want to happen is what we all want to happen. But what is going to happen in the harsh reality, it's nothing.
An excuse,
It's nothing.
reason, and that's
It's
sad. And
nothing. They're not
being a
even going to
parent,
offer us an excuse.
and let me know, gentlemen. I know I'm a guest here, so please accept my apologies if I'm rambling. You know, it's my birthday. Hey,
No, you're not
but let me
rambling.
know if I'm saying too much. I will be quiet. But
Real,
just
real
as
quick,
a parent,
real
as
quick. Just
I'm
give
sorry, I
each other,
apologize.
time to finish
Okay.
your points so
Mhm.
people can hear you, and try to smoke off camera. That's all I ask.
Oh, I apologize.
Good, you
Damn,
good? Okay,
my
We,
you
bad.
okay?
well,
Just trying
I
something
My
found
new.
it
cup
more.
okay?
I found it more effective to
You know, I
raise
don't know
your
how to
hand
end
when,
my birthday, y'all. I'm sorry.
when you want to make a point,
I
like raise your
apologize.
hand. But at the end
Yeah,
of
I
the
did use my
day,
hand. I apologize, you guys, for
and then
smoking
me
on
and you,
this.
sis, like
But as a
we see that shit firsthand coming from the South, like growing up with this shit. Having grandparents and family members that are older than us that still say yes sir, and like nothing's going to happen. We could want that shit till we blue in the face.
That's a
At the
fact.
end of the day,
Fact.
the fact that like you should already be guilty. No body cam footage, no weapon found. Your word against his, not the right person. If he was carrying a gun, it's a carry state. He was like you should already be locked up.
parent, I can only speak for, I'm not gonna even say the family, but just even putting myself in their shoes. I have an 8-year-old daughter, so I can only imagine losing your child to anything other than illness. It has
But
to
you
be a sense
can't
of
imagine
anger.
that.
No, what I'm saying is it has to be a sense of anger that I cannot even respond to, because I haven't been in that situation. So my respects go out to the family. But I'm saying that to say someone is going to have to take the fall for this. Someone is going to have to stand for this, because it's absolutely nothing they can say to dictate what happened in that situation. So I'm really curious. Like I keep saying, I am so curious, and I cannot wait to see what they come up with to exclude their behavior. I just can't. And like you said, they're already retiring. The chief is already retiring. I can't wait.
Hold on,
Very
Gio.
true.
Hold
Very
on,
true.
Gio. Real quick, real quick. You know who else I bet thought that way? You know who else I bet thought that way? Emmett Till's motherfucking mama. But guess what happened?
Right.
That
Very
bitch was
true.
able to go to her motherfucking grave, even after admitting that she lied. It doesn't matter. It still can't bring back the massive loss of a young life that had, like, it's not enough. It's not enough. You would have to put every fucking one of them on it. Like you, it's not enough.
That's very true. That's very true. You make a very good point. Thank you, guys. I want to say what's good to Facts. He just jumped on. He missed what we watched and what we were talking about. I don't know if you saw that in the group chat and if you happen to know anything about it. And if you would like to respond real quick, did you see what we were talking about?
Nah, I heard. Hey, how y'all doing? How y'all doing?
Fact, that's my sister up there. It's her birthday, Beauty Valentine. You know what I'm saying?
What's good, sisters? Ice, what's popping on?
We already
Okay,
know, man.
okay.
What's
G, what's
good?
good? What's good?
Already know we in the building.
Brave, how you doing?
Always fine and right on time.
Wonderful. Now let's move it on, man. Let's move it on. We ain't gonna backtrack. Let's move it on, man.
I bet. So we're gonna
Let's do
move
it.
on to the facts of the show. We usually do facts, rumors, and lies, and this is the segment of facts. So we're gonna let Braveheart take it away.
Hey y'all, hey y'all. All right, so in keeping with Black History Month, you know, because it's February and we out here celebrating our excellence and our greatness, I want to take the time to highlight and remember an American businessman and hair care entrepreneur and president by the name of Joseph Dudley. Does everybody know who Joe Dudley is?
Whoop, 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 whoop.
I mean,
No.
we do. Y'all, ain't nobody ever had an S curl. Ain't nobody never had, you know what I'm saying? So Dudley products, Dudley hair products, they do S curls, they do perms, but Mr. Dudley was born May 9th in 1937 in Aurora, North Carolina. He was the fifth of 11 children. And quite often coming up in his formative years, he was um, mislabeled with being mentally retarded or special needs because he had a speech impediment. But he didn't let that stop them. He didn't cower under the misconceptions of society, and he pushed forward and he persevered in his education. He got a bachelor's in science and business from North Carolina NCA&T in Greensboro. Shout out to NCA&T. I love that school. And in 1957 he invested $10 in this door-to-door hair company, almost like what Madam C.J. Walker was doing, like selling hair salves and hot combs in North Carolina, called Fuller Beauty, and that's where he met his wife. His wife herself invested her $10 as well. A year later, they got married. You know, they had a hot comb love story, and they became the number one sellers in the company. I guess they got on their Gucci Man, their Keisha Kayor. They got recognized by the company. They got flued out to Chicago around in 1975. And the CEO of Fuller Beauty Products was actually retiring and handed the reins to Mr. Dudley. He and then changed the name, relocated it to Atlanta, Georgia, and made it one of its most successful hair care companies in Black history right after the Bronner Brothers. But that's what happens when you start slipping, because the Bronner Brothers came in there and took his crown. But at the end of the day, his success story is one to be revered. Um, Perseverance, black love, and dedication made him a millionaire, and he died February 8th, 2024, at the age of 86. And he is one of the pioneers in black hair care that we all should represent and salute. And that is our facts for our Black history. No rumors, no lies.
Lovely, lovely. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. So we have another video. This video was taken in Florida, I believe. It happened where a gentleman was being detained, and as he was being detained and put into the back of the car, he was hit with shots from an officer who believed that he was shooting from inside the car. And like I said,
With handcuffs on?
the man had handcuffs and everything.
Why we gotta look at stupid shit? I'm sorry, I don't mean to be disrespectful, but
Well,
seriously,
we have to aware our people of what's happening to them in all states
with handcuffs on though, Gio.
with handcuffs on, literally with handcuffs on.
Wait, hold on, real quick before you play the video. You based on what you just said, I noticed you didn't get the updated version of the video. I posted it, but I guess you didn't catch it. The updated version actually slows up on the part where he says that he heard a shot, or he thought someone fired a shot. It was what happened was it was an acorn fell out the tree and landed on the top of the car while he was walking next to the car. So he thought that the sound of the acorn was a shot, and he freaked out and started, saying,
So
shake.
I had that, but that was on TikTok or Instagram, and it didn't have it on YouTube.
Can I ask y'all
So
something?
So let me play this, and then we can have our
Wait,
opinions.
I just want to ask y'all something before y'all play this, real quick. Have any of y'all ever been around pine trees? Like, we from Georgia, we got pine trees everywhere.
Yeah, we got that too up here.
When the fuck has ever a pine cone ever sounded like a gunshot?
I don't think it was a pine cone. I think it was the acorns are
It was
smaller.
literally an
Oh,
acorn,
the
a small
hard
acorn.
things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they have a
So,
loud noise. I ain't gonna
so
lie.
let's watch it and then give our opinion, guys. Let's mute
Is we gonna
ourselves.
hear it? It's muted.
Shots fired! Shots fired! Shots fired! Shots fired! You know. Oh, I'm hit!
He hit.
What? I'm hit! I in the car! I was shot through the car! Oh! I don't know. I might have hit my vest.
So what did y'all just saw? What y'all just witnessed was when you saw the gentleman rolling, acorn had literally hit the top of the truck as he was walking to the back. When he did that, that's when you saw him do the tuck and roll. When he screamed out he was hit, there was no shots being fired, but from him and his partner. His partner was across from him, if y'all saw it in the video. Go ahead, Brave.
Do you see my face? Like, no, for real. Like, no, for real. Like, I'm not even trying to be dramatic. Like, do you see
No,
my
but go
face?
ahead so we can hear from everybody else.
Yo, bro, like, I don't, he sounds like he was intoxicated under the influence.
Perked up.
He literally sounds like he's fucking tweaking. Shots fired! Shots fired! I'm hit! You hit, but you still shoot. He emptied the clip. The clip fell out. Broad daylight, you can clearly hear women and children in the background. In the academy, they teach you how to assess the environment to where you don't shoot and hit civilians. Like, it looks like he threw all that training out the window. He sounded like he was rolling on a beam. He sound geeked the fuck up. Shots fired. Like, that acorn was not that. I didn't even hear an acorn. Like, seriously? And if somebody was handcuffed, already in custody, who is pointing the gun at you so you can't see? This shit's ridiculous. Like, honestly, I don't even think certain things like that deserve our coverage because that's bullshit. We already know that these people are off glass and been perpetuating some type like the agenda against us, but that shit's just ridiculous. He
Yeah,
needs to be
that's how
drug
it goes.
tested.
That's
He
how it
needs to be
goes in
drug
certain
tested.
states. Go ahead, Valentine. How you feel?
Like I said earlier previously to one of the whole situation that was going on, I feel like everything is a conspiracy. Everything is controlled, and we're not in control of anything right now. So that's why it's my birthday. So I'm motherfucking signing out. I gotta go turn up. Thank you guys for having me again. Follow me at IG on 478 Beauty. I would love to be a guest with you guys again and really get deeper into a lot of either political things or regular topics. I really appreciate you guys for everything that you're shining on and for the community. Shout out to my sister Braveheart. That's my motherfucking bitch. That's my sister.
Better
I
hurry
love
up,
her.
bring your ass home.
Ride or
So
die.
look, next Sunday we'll be doing this again at 5 p.m. So you can do this. We do this every Sunday and every Wednesday.
Shout out. And if you guys don't mind, I'm from Atlanta, so I gotta give a shout out. No cap. This is someone really good. We're gonna network with. Shout out to Zones the series.
Zone 6 the series.
Follow you guys on Instagram, Zones, ZONES, the series. The girl Beauty Valentine is a main actor on that series, but it just taps into a lot of hood things. And I really appreciate you guys for allowing me the opportunity to be here. It's my motherfucking birthday. I will see you guys next week if you would have me. I love you guys.
Love you,
Thank you for
sister.
coming. Have a good night. Happy birthday.
Oh,
Enjoy your night.
thank
Turn your
you.
turn your geotag on.
You know, I think I'm gonna get goddamn
Have a good night. Have a good
and mice
night.
trapped in here. All right, guys. Bye
All
bye.
right.
Thank y'all for
All right,
having my
guys.
sisters.
Facts, how do you feel about what we just watched?
Yo, man. Honestly, man, this is it's shit that is continuously happening, man. So now you got to say to yourself, all these situation mistakes. Um, and if you can't look at it that way, then you have to look at it like this: what all police departments, should do is they should have these officers trained. You understand? And they're not trained, because if they was trained the right way, then they wouldn't react certain ways, man. You got a lot of officers that are actually walking around super scared. You know what I'm saying? And if you're gonna be a timid person, you shouldn't even be allowed to have that position, because once again, a scared person to kill you, and you see what just happened. You know what I'm saying? They and I'm not saying that they give the wrong people the jobs, but they give the wrong people the jobs, man. You know what I mean? You gotta all these shit's not accidents, man. All these shit's are not accidents though, man. But yeah, man, this shit ain't the first time, and it ain't gonna be the last time, man.
Facts.
Expensive ones. Yeah, it ain't gonna be the last one, man. So
That's too expensive when it
Go
costs your
ahead.
life.
shit
Go
crazy,
ahead,
man.
Ice. Go ahead, Ice. Tell us how you feel about the
No,
situation we just watched.
yeah, I really don't. Well, I was gonna elaborate on the first video, but you know, Facts wasn't here for that. But now, and I mean, you wasn't here for the first video, Facts, that we was the first topic. But
Speak on it, I speak on it, eh?
I mean that one was a task force. That was actually a task force that that they claimed that the guy drove past waving a gun at them, and they followed him. They apprehended. Well, I ain't gonna say they apprehended him. They followed him back to his residence, where he was going, and he was walking in his house with some sandwiches in his hand, and
Subway sandwiches.
Subway
Okay,
sandwiches.
okay, but first talk about this one and then come back to that,
He's
please.
No,
elaborating on that one
But
because
George,
no,
it's
let him
obviously
only
they
rock,
reason,
man.
go hand
Let him
in
rock,
hand.
George.
yeah,
I spit,
only reason
spit,
why I
spit,
even
spit.
brung that up is because it was a task force. There was no that cuts out everything that
The
that
training,
say.
like he
Now, I
said.
mean, don't get me wrong, I agree with Facts 1,000% in certain situations where they're not trained properly. But the task force, only way you get on the task force is if you gotta you accurate with your training. You gotta have extra training. You gotta try out for this task force. You get handpicked for this. You
So
know what
so
I'm saying?
so so Ice, when you say that, now like I said, it's either training or this shit is on purpose. So it's either
So
you're being trained the right way, or you not trained the right way, or you doing this shit on purpose. That's
It's a
it.
lot of. I feel like a lot of it is 80% of that shit purpose. That's how I feel. But I
can
mean,
I can I chime in on that? I agree with both of you all, not just as like my panel brothers, but from experience. Um, I remember a time. This was back home when I was in Georgia, and I had just came home from getting my hair done. My homegirl had sewed in my hair. I had like 30 inches. When the Remy came in, 30 inches of some long Remy. And I'm in my little Toyota. I was staying in an extended stay hotel at this time. And I'm in my little Toyota. And this is when that song, um, Permission by Ro James had dropped. So I'm in the car feeling myself, making the video to Permission. And I could see through my rearview mirror the police car circling the property. He stopped for a second, and the light that they have on the car, it shined in my car. But me in my mind, I'm not doing shit. I'm minding my business. Put my little clip out, finish my video. I hop out the car. I'm locking my door. So I guess by this time he had circled back. Now my car is vertical. He pulls in behind me horizontal. Hops out. Young cop. like young, looks younger than me, blonde, young kid. Walks up on me like, "Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why you like?" I'm like, "I'm going in my room." Like, "Why are you trying to run?" "Oh, we've been getting complaints about people sleeping in their cars, so I need your ID." I'm like, "Do I look like you know me? I get indignant. Fresh hair weave. Do I look like I'm sleeping in my fucking car?" He's like, "Let me see your room key." Showed him my room key. That's my room right there. He's like, "Show me your ID." I'm like, "Sir, at the end of the day, you have no probable cause to be fucking with me. I'm not showing you nothing." Yo, I try to walk away from this dude. Do you know he snatches me up by my fucking hair? So now I'm outside tussling with this fucking police officer, like literally fighting, screaming to the top of my lungs, screaming. Neighbors are coming out trying to stop it. So as people are drawing near, he brandishes a weapon. Like, thank God, like I have a homeboy that was kind of thrown off, like kind of like came out and tackled this motherfucker. But of course he calls for backup. Now they're swarming. Cops are swarming. I'm running like I'm trying to take off running from this motherfucker because you pulled the gun and you just snatched me out by my hair. You see what like I'm running for my life. Police come, they tackle me to the ground. They don't want to hear what's going on. They don't want to assess the situation. We are automatically like perceived to be a threat, even if we're minding our fucking business. Now, mind you, I got arrested that night for obstruction and resisting. Had to bond out. I knew for a fact I didn't do shit wrong. Like, this is private property. This is a fucking extended stay. What are you doing here? The motherfucker sent me a notice in the mail. Not even come like, "Oh, Miss Jones, I'm sorry." Sent me a notice in the mail. Oh, after I bonded out, no prosecute. But what that means is there wasn't enough motherfucking evidence to follow through with the because motherfucker, you knew he was in the wrong. You on private property, excessive force, like you just fucking with people. Rookie cop.
That
We're never gonna get any type of accommodations or any type of care. We have to care for ourselves.
that's a big fact. I believe that's why we had the Black Panthers
Exactly.
in our
Training,
neighborhood. That's why we had.
military training, knowledge. We need to get back to that
Well,
as communities.
they're not gonna ever do that because they don't have to. You have to remember they're getting away with this. Their percentage is higher than what they're losing. Their winning percentage is higher than their losing percentage. So they're never going to train these guys or do right by us because they don't care. We're not business owners.
We're not
See,
talking about
if
them.
we
We're
were
talking about us.
I know, but if we were business owners, then we would have something for them to protect. See, they're not
What
going
are
to
you
protect
talking
us.
about?
I'm
No, they
just
wouldn't.
telling you the truth of how
If
police
we
do
were
their
business
jobs.
owners, there would be more for them to fear. Do you not
Yes,
see what they did to Otisville,
but I'm
Rosewood,
just telling you
Black
that's
Wall
how it
Street?
is. That's how it is. If you don't have a business to protect, the police don't care about individuals. They care about people who have businesses. They don't
Yo,
Even
care
if
about
you have
individuals.
businesses to protect, they don't care.
I'm telling you, it means more to them than just being an individual.
I feel you. Yo, Ice. Let Ice finish saying what he was saying though. Ice,
I'm
finish,
sorry,
man.
Ice.
No, but like y'all got me into the business owning part of it. You know, I just said I remember as soon as you say that, George, it rolled me right back to the video. The dude, he owned the business. He had his own what was it? Was it like a store? It was some kind of business. He had owned it for 10 years. Everybody in the neighborhood know him. It's his. He owns it and he runs it. He the alarm goes off one night, so he goes over there. You know, I guess he got some type of thing where his you know, if the alarm goes off, even if he's at his house, he gets alerted or some shit like that. So
Yeah.
he go check up on his thing. He's inside the property, inside the store, and the police come and they like, oh, and they shoot the shit out of him. He's the
No, his
owner.
own business.
Ain't nobody in there but him. He's
No,
the
but they
owner.
didn't ask. They didn't identify themselves or
No, they ain't asked
nothing.
none of that. They went straight in there and shot him. but he's the business owner. You say that they only
protect the
care to
business owners.
they only care to protect you if you own something. This man owned a business inside the neighborhood, his own neighborhood, for 10 years. They didn't protect him. They didn't care.
They only
They
care to
showed right
protect
up
you
and
is if
shot him.
they don't perceive you as a threat. You ever seen that show on Netflix called 100 Humans where they do social experiments and they have a black guy go out and pretend to be blind and the white guy to go out and pretend to be blind
Right.
and walk up to people and ask for help and how they react to him?
Right. I seen that.
Even if people see it, even if most people seeing that he's blind because they like and the white they help. Like if they don't perceive you to like and with us, it's a catch 22. If we are if we are buying into the propaganda thugs, do rags, like they're afraid. If we're knowledgeable, intelligent, of thinking forward, prosperous, they're afraid. If the black men are respecting their women, you know, they're afraid. If
Right.
the music is too conscious, they have to tear it down, they're afraid. If the women are too woke, they have to make us hoes, they're afraid. Like where does the like it's a thin line. Where are we ever to feel safe? And the system has fucked us up mentally as a people to where so many motherfuckers are so afraid to be one another, like we said before in one of our other broadcasts, that it's hard to build community unity and uplift because motherfuckers are worried about the wrong thing.
Brainwash.
Very true. Very true.
I can't hear y'all. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, y'all
I
can hear
can't hear anyone. I think it went. Hold
my mic
on.
not
I can hear everybody.
okay.
All right. So look, that was very good points that she was making. You know what I'm saying, as well as everyone else. When she comes back on, we're going to go into our rumors and lies report. You know what I'm saying? We're going to jump right into our rumors and lies. So, Brave, if you're ready for that, we can jump into the rumors and then the lies.
Right before that, I just want to say this. I feel like one effective way that change is being made is by what we're doing right here. Being those people that are not afraid to create a platform and speak on things that might not necessarily be spoke on, and to use our voice to highlight injustices as well as successes within our community. So shouts out to us for that. But into the rumors. This is only a rumor because I feel like it's based upon opinion. But when I saw it, I agreed with it. And I'm partial because this is coming from my motherfucking nigga. So the rumors is based off a tweet that was put out by Mr. Boosie Badass. Y'all love Boosie. Y'all love Boosie. Facts, you love Boosie.
I,
You love Boosie.
Boosie,
Stop.
Boosie.
All right. So Boosie said, "Let's keep it real." Now, you know, everybody that was the Super Bowl was this past week. Usher did the halftime show. Alicia Keys, yada yada yada. I don't know what happened between them, but that's not what we're talking about. But Boosie said this. Let's keep it real. If R. Kelly wouldn't have gotten in trouble, his songs would be amazing at a Super Bowl halftime show. I can just hear that voice now. I believe I can fly. Step in the name of love. I wish the world's greatest fiesta. And when he put that tweet out there, like my in my imagination, I could hear the crowd like step, step, side to side. Like let's just keep it real. To me, R. Kelly is the undisputed king of R&B. A lot of us were made to his music, and up until that that shit that happened that I do not support, everybody loves, and even people that are afraid to admit it still love R. Kelly. And I totally agree. I'm in 1000% agreement with Boosie. I think R. Kelly would have done an amazing halftime show, or at least when would have been a spectacular like special guest to bring out if Usher was doing it to sing "Same Girl," because that's the song. So that is our rumor. No fact, no lie. What y'all think?
Okay,
Do y'all
okay.
agree?
Well, I have a question on that. I have a question that can we separate the music from the man? Anyone can
Absolutely.
That's
start.
a
Oh,
real subject right there.
That's the
well,
real subject.
well. Here's
Yes,
the thing, right? I I still listen to R. Kelly right now.
you got
Me too.
Me too.
me too. I ain't
There's
gonna
I
something
stop.
in
listen to
your
R. Kelly right
eyes,
now.
baby. I'm
I
just
could,
You know what I'm
beginning
I
now.
could
saying?
change. I
I
could
could never stop listening to
listen,
TP2.
So
Listen,
real quick,
hold
what's
on, hold on.
everybody's like
Real
top R.
shit
Kelly
though.
song?
Real shit though, right? White people still listen to Elvis Presley, right?
yeah,
Hello,
yeah.
How, how old was Elvis' wife when he
14,
was engaged with her?
14.
14,
He was 30.
14,
Talk about it.
He was
You know
14.
what
30.
I'm saying?
And then you
Niggas
know what
still
else
look
I
at
say?
Playboy magazine, right?
Hello, they still letting
He had a
fucking,
lot. He had a lot of young girls.
they're still letting
I'm,
Charlie Stream be syndicated
I'm
all over for
saying,
two and a half men.
I'm saying, you
And
know what
that
I'm saying?
kills me.
The
He was
man in
actively
jail.
get
The man is in jail. And we can still enjoy his music.
I think
I
they should
don't.
free him.
Yeah, I ain't gonna touch that one. But what I will say is, the music is wonderful. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate his music forever. You know what I mean? Forever,
Yeah, that's
man.
that's all I wanted to know.
Yeah,
Could we
yeah.
actually separate the music from the man? You know what I'm saying? Because
I
him
can
as an
separate shit because
artist,
the man is a genius.
well, as him as an artist was different as an individual. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because we always say, this is Art Kelly, the artist, not Robert
Not
Kelly, the
Robert
man.
Kelly, the man.
You get
Okay,
what I'm
Yeah.
yeah.
saying?
So once again, white people separate Elvis. They actually don't. They act like this shit ain't never even happened. They act
First
like
of
he ain't
all,
never
No,
did nothing.
no, they act like it was okay.
Yeah,
They
there
don't
you
act like
go.
no,
it didn't happen. They
but for
act like
them
it's
it is
okay.
okay. But for them it is okay.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
if you really look at it, a lot of places in the world that type of behavior is okay.
I,
Even in our own, not saying like American culture, but just as like racial culture. I was just watching something on YouTube. There, as soon as some young women in certain cultures getting their cycles, they're marrying them off, even when it's illegal. But the
well,
parents are so impoverished, they're selling their daughters,
right, right,
which
right.
is what I feel like happened in
I,
that case.
I don't. Yeah, as an adult, I don't agree with that. I definitely don't agree
I
with that.
don't agree with that
But
at
what you
all.
what you just said just now, and I always make that point whenever I speak about R. Kelly. First and foremost, let's talk about it like this. Everybody got kids. We got kids.
Right.
You got kids. You got kids. You got kids. Ice, I know you got kids. You know what I'm saying? We got kids. So here's the thing, right? You know what I'm saying? It's no way that my daughter,
Huh.
15-year-old at that time, could have told me, "Hey, Dad, I'm going to the studio with R. Kelly," and he said you can't come. Well, fuck R. Kelly then, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You ain't going to the studio. How
It
how
ain't
is
no
it that
fucking way my daughter could tell me she's going in my fucking
how,
out to check
how
the
is it
mail.
how is it that you allowed your daughter to be in these places with an adult and you were not there? One, like I said, just like you said, is you know what I'm saying, money talk bullshit run a marathon.
1,000 miles.
You understand?
But,
Money talk
but
bullshit run a marathon, and when the money runs dry, that's when the problems begin. I'm gonna leave
so
that where
is
that's
that
at,
also
man.
is that also an issue of being starstruck in too by the adults, the parents?
Yeah, yeah. For you,
No,
yeah,
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 yeah.
no. Here's the thing. I don't think it has a motherfucking thing to do with being starstruck. I feel like when certain parents are in, like, first of all, you cannot do that across every demographic. And here it comes with separating the music from the man. What we have learned about R. Kelly is that he wasn't the brightest. He came from a certain type of they were poor. He didn't really couldn't read that good and this, that, and the third. So at the end of the day, you're not going to Harvard and Yale and to Baldwin Hills or Sandy Springs to go prey on young women that are might be fast and that might be enticed with who you are. Because, first of all, when self worth is instilled in any child, they cannot be swayed, whether it's material or whatever the case may be. You go places where people are in need of certain things, even their parents, where, and a lot of times in the black community, what goes on but in this house stays in this house, or even certain things that happen with broke family members are swept under the rug. So if someone is offering You know, not me, not never. You know what I'm saying? But I know of cases where, you know, moms that are fucked up, or that, like, that's cool with them. And like you said, when the money runs dry, or if a nigga's like, you know, oh, I don't want to do this no more, I find the error of my ways, it's a problem. But let's not fucking act like we didn't know this already. Everybody want to be so shocked, surviving R. Kelly, surviving R. Kelly. But at the end of the day, we knew this with Aaliyah. Age ain't nothing but a number, back and forth. We knew this then. We knew this when Jigga Kelly not guilty. We knew this.
Okay, but think about what I'm saying. Just what you just said. That means there's a part of being starstruck.
No, it's
Because
not starstruck. It's
yes, it is,
selective
because you got to
outrage.
remember these parents are bringing
They
these
money
children.
struck.
That is part of it, but the initiation first starts is being starstruck because of the name you hear.
With the
When
star
you
power,
hear
star power, star power.
right, when you hear Art Kelly's name is being mentioned, that he wants to hear your child sing and he wants
Right.
them to come to the studio, the first thing is being starstruck.
But
You're
that's
going
if
to
your
have
child
that.
has talent. That's for the
Yes,
kids. But
but
let's
these parents, none of
but
these parents were broke.
but then that's a whole different type of issue.
None of these parents were broke.
That's
He
a
didn't
whole
go out there fishing for these kids. These are people who were coming to his concerts, coming to the studio, coming around them.
so
It's not
these
like
are
he had to
girls
go
that were looking
fishing
for
for them.
opportunities. But what I'm saying is
There
this
you
just
go. So
doesn't lie on the
you
steps of R.
basically just said
Kelly.
it.
This shit
You
happens across
bought
all
them there. You bought them to
demographics.
the nigga.
This shit
You
happens
bought them
across
to him.
all demographics. But everybody's like, oh, R. Kelly, R. Kelly, R. Kelly. But Uncle Joe been digging up that motherfucker skirt because he been helping paying mama the light bill. Like, let's just be real. I feel like along the lines, he didn't want to play somebody's game and somebody blew the whistle. And that's usually how it happens. Period.
That is
Yeah,
the truth.
like I said, you know, like I said, when the money when the money runs dry, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
or now when you don't have control over the situation like you thought you did, now it becomes a different event, man.
Right.
Yo, listen, the reality of this shit is this, right? And us as parents, man. First and foremost, man, being a parent, man, you got to take 100% accountability for your child. There is no way that my daughter, could tell me that you're going to do X, Y, and Z without me clearing it first. There is no way a man breathing could tell me, yo, listen, man, while she here, you can't be here. And that's mine. And that go for my daughters, that go for my sons, that go for everything that's mine. So I say that to say, you know what I'm saying? Some parents wasn't responsible. Now, I can't, like I said, I can't fully blame them. Once you figure out a nigga got a problem, right? You figure a nigga got a problem, then you got to do something about the problem. So when we was young, right? You know what I mean? When we was young, we watched older niggas come to school and pick up the girls in school. That wasn't cool then.
Facts.
It wasn't cool then, but we watched it. Their parents knew about it. 9 times out of 10, the niggas who was coming to get the girls from the school had what?
Vehicles.
Okay, vehicles. And in order to have a vehicle at
And
that
money.
time, you had to be doing so everything, you know, when you think about it and you really think about it, it's all a money game, baby. You know what I'm saying? It's all a money game. And these parents have to be held accountable as well. You got to be held accountable as well. You can't just say, hey, it was that nigga over there. Because, hey, if you had the power that as a parent like you are supposed to have.
Now let me tell you how you're right. 1000%. And this is why I call myself Braveheart, because my life is a testimony and I'm here to be transparent. So when I caught my charge young. But even a year before that, I got locked up 6 days after my 15th birthday. But ever since when I started smoking at 13 and got out, like, I was moving around, getting into so much shit. When I discovered that I was cute and had a little bit of butt and started moving around, like, I was getting in trouble. My mom moved me down south to Albany, Georgia. And I had this friend named Latoya. And I used to go over her house. My aunt was real lax. My aunt didn't really care what I did, where I went. Like I had one of them aunts, like you could smoke, you could drink, like so I used to hang out at Toya house. I used to peep because, I've always been wise beyond my years. I used to peep how Toya's dad used to look at me. And, I mean, I don't really care what nobody thinks, but as a young girl and being like aware of that and aware of, I'm in this fucked up situation. I'm away from home. I'm not with my family. I might not get what I want from my aunt or where I'm living. I'm gonna go to this person. And this older man who had a daughter the same age as me, because he had an unnatural attraction to a 14-year-old girl, used to give me whatever I wanted. And it was cool and it was fine. Like it was never cool, but in my mind it was okay. And so you never know who's watching. And this is why I hawk down on my daughter so hard, because the shit I was involved in. You never know who was watching. So me coming and going, my aunt so lax, my aunt used to fuck with a young nigga that was younger than her from Miami. I never knew he was a little creep or whatever on the back end. But at the end of the day, me being fast, me being grown, thinking I was, doing something, this motherfucker put me in a fucked up position to where I was taken advantage of sexually, because I thought I was growing up, I thought I was thinking was moving, and got myself fucked up. But had I had a motherfucker like on my ass, like where you going, what you doing, like it's too much freedom. So that's why right now I'm on my daughter like this. And she's attractive. So the predators are everywhere. So I'm well aware that money attracts certain things, from not only from the girls, you know, idle time and idle hands and space is the devil's workshop, and the lack of guidance. If you're not on your daughters, and also if the fathers are not present in daughters' life, like they go out there and do shit like that. Like growing as a woman, I had to teach myself self-worth, so when I became a mother I could teach my daughter. It's very important for fathers to be present and for mothers to be selfless. And it's not an easy job, but it's not one I will give up. Because now at 16, like, I was fucking early, smoking early, was convicted early. Like, she hasn't done any of those things. And that's because from our experiences. So at the end of the day, there's a lot of contributing factors. But where it starts is, like you said, there's no fucking way that she can go that I don't know. Life 360, fucking Apple location, and she got a fucking, she might know after this if she watch it, but I don't let her watch it. And I got a tile in the bottom of one of her motherfucking favorite pair of shoes.
That's how you got to do it these days, and
Every
you
every
have to
every
be
week,
like that.
every week when I get paid, I buy an extra one and I slip it in the bottom of under the sole of her shoes, and she don't know.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Yep. You
That's
have
how
to
it's supposed to
protect
be.
yours, and you cannot be ashamed of what you're doing. Be
You got to
proud of that.
protect
And I'm
everything that's
very
yours, yo.
Yep.
vocal about the shit that I've been through with her.
Right. Right. I could, and listen. I give you respect on how you handling, your future situation. I give you respect on that.
Right.
So let's move on to the lies of this segment. What you got for us, Braveheart? Let's get them lies going so we can get that lie out the way.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna get a little ignorant with this one because this shit kind of pissed me the fuck off. I'm not even gonna hold you. I don't know who this gentleman is, but I hope somebody's watching and we go viral. We end up on the Shade Room, Hollywood Unlocked, or we end up on Neighborhood Talks, because who the fuck is Big Fendi? Who is Big Fendi? Do y'all know who Big Fendi is?
Of course.
Well, I
What
Googled
happened?
him
What
because
happened with
I
Fubu?
didn't know who the fuck he was, and I had to Google him. Because I'm scrolling on Instagram today, and this is a lie because I'm scrolling on Instagram, and he makes a post. I don't know if I think it was on IG or whatever. Big Fendi says that Valentine's Day is for the red bones. The rest of you bitches can wait till Black Friday. Now
Don't take it
Big
personal. I,
Cindy with the info.
I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all let that marinate and laugh. Go ahead. So because apparently
Big
you think,
Cindy from B Kizzy with
but
the
at the end of the day, you know what's killing me? Like he all like, oh, Valentine's Day is for the red bones. First of all, the way your fucking face looks, you concerned about the red bones, bitch. You look like you fetch bones. Let's start there. And as black as you are, like your mom can't be a red bone. So is she one of the bitches that Black Friday is reserved for? Let's talk about it. Before these niggas open their mouth and say some ignorant shit, they need to check their shit at the door. Talking
talk to
about
me
red
facts.
bones,
Talk to
bitch. You
me
look
no,
like
facts.
this
you
motherfucker looks like Bullwinkle, no Rocky, Boris, no Natasha. Like you're fucked
Yeah.
up in the face.
nah. He know. He. I'm pretty sure he know he ugly. I mean, be honest with you, that was a joke. He's not even that type of. He. That was meant for the laugh for the joke part of it.
For
I
the
mean,
laugh,
he,
man.
Where's the
yeah,
laugh in that though?
He a jokester, man. He a jokester, man.
he's
You
a
know what
jokester.
I mean?
Listen,
Um,
he's the person responsible for discovering Nicki Minaj.
We
Like,
don't care who's responsible for discovering who he's
no,
responsible for
I'm
discovering
just
because
trying to
at the
give
end of
you.
the day, to his listen, to
Try,
his credit, I'm not here to discredit him because to his credit, the accolades under his belt, because Braveheart does her research because I didn't know who the fuck he was. But me being a brown, a badass brown skinned diva, he's responsible for Jamal Willard, who played Notorious B.I.G. He's
right.
also been connected to Red Cafe, Jada Kiss, and Busta Rhymes. Y'all put it on my top that he's responsible for Nicki. All that's fine and fucking well. But where's the funny ha-ha when you're tearing down any black woman?
um,
Red bone, black bone, blue bone. Ain't no joke in that. Bitch, because what the fuck if we said like Valentine's Day is reserved? We don't give a fuck about your money, nigga. Valentine's Day is reserved for the fine niggas. All y'all brick face motherfuckers can wait till fucking Halloween. Like, nigga, you look like fucking who's the nigga from the what was the Marvel movie? The nigga that was just big and shit. Like, he's just rough in the face. Like I took that personal. And
so
it's
you're
not to
brave,
take anything away from the
brave,
red bones, because my
You
daughter's a red
definitely, you
bone.
definitely took that personal.
you're
I
brave,
fucking did. You fucking right.
brave, brave, brave.
What?
Hey, brave.
Hey boo.
What's up? What's up? Let me tell you why you shouldn't take that personal.
Well, I'm fine as fuck, but at the end of the day,
That's
that's
what I'm about to say. Cause
horrible.
you wonderful, man. You wonderful, man. Let that let that roll off, man. You
But what
wonderful,
about the
man.
sisters that don't feel as
Yo,
confident as
listen,
me?
man. You ain't got nothing to do with that. You know what I'm
Yes, I
saying? You
do.
ain't
I
get,
speak for us.
you can't, cause you ain't one of them.
Yeah, you can't. You
You
really
can't. You can't, cause you ain't one of them, man.
Man,
Slow
listen.
down. You
Somebody
good?
got to be a voice for the sisters, man. That's fucked up. Like it's February. That means they gotta wait all the way to November to get some love.
Damn, that's crazy, man. That's crazy,
Like, come
man.
on.
Nigga said big girls need love too, Craig.
Big girls, black girls, blue girls. You know what I'm saying? That nigga Big Fendi wild
That's
out.
a lie, Craig. That's a lie.
So at the end of the day, I mean, that's the lie, no rumor, no fact. But I'm gonna start calling that nigga Big Fubu because he got me fucked up.
Yo, listen, Braves. But before you finish with that, man. You know what I mean? We gonna turn our mics off real quick, and we're gonna give you the floor again, man. Just send him a message, man. Since send him a message, man. Hold on, I'm gonna turn this off. Send him
All
a
right.
message. Send a message, man. Send a message.
All right, I'm ready. Let me know if I look good. I'm ready.
Perfecto, perfecto. Go ahead.
All right. What's up, Big Fendi? This your girl, Fancy Fist ATL, aka Braveheart the Monster. I just really want to address that motherfucking comment that you made. I know my brothers on the panel say it was all in good fun, but honestly, I feel like you should be a little bit more conscious of the things you say out your mouth when it comes to the women nowadays. You a motherfucker with a certain type of level on the platform. I think you need to be pushing confidence and love and positivity. At the end of the day, and it's the audacity for me. You burnt like the third degree. I'm saying you're motherfucking fat. Like as ragged as you look, you shouldn't have nothing to motherfucking say about nobody's appearance. And at the end of the day, we know you papered up. You know you got connections, but at the end of the day, for you to say some shit like that, that means your character ugly. It don't matter how many comments you got in your bank account. Your character ain't right, shawty. So at the end of the day, if I was Charlamagne, you get the donkey, and I'm changing your name from Big Fendi to Big Fubu. That's your name right now. Big Fubu. Peace out. That's what I had to say, period.
For sure, for sure, for sure. Get that out. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Get
Ain't
it
Big
off your
nothing
chest,
Fubu,
man.
fuck you.
Get it off your
so,
chest, man. Get it
so
off your
real
chest.
quick, I want to open up the panel. If anyone has anything they would like to say, bring up real quick before we end. This is the time now to go ahead and express yourself.
I mean, I kind of wanted to speak on some. Maybe we should. How y'all feel about us like all linking up and like doing something together?
When
Other than
tonight, because I'm bored. I ain't got no date, no nothing.
what I mean is outside of the podcast, but I mean it can be
Wait,
podcast.
Ice. Niggas is human beings outside of the podcast. We can
I
we
am.
can do
I'm
something.
superhuman.
No, not
Wow.
Oh man.
Now, hear me out. Listen to what
Nah,
I'm
I'm
saying.
fucking with you. I'm fucking with
What I mean though, like collectively, we all can get together and go like to a
Bowling.
show or to a comedy show or to see somebody perform anything.
Check it
Real
Like
out.
just
Check
quick,
it out.
Ice. Throw that in the chat.
Wherever we go, right? Hear me out. Brave, look at the camera. Look at the camera, man. Everybody, look at the camera. George, look at the camera, nigga. Everybody, look at the camera. Wherever we go.
Hookah Poppy, we know.
Hold on.
Hookah fucking Poppy, am I right? How did
Long
I
as they
know?
got hookah there,
How did I know?
long as they got
How the
hookah
fuck
there,
did
I'm
I
going. You
know?
heard? That's it, man. Long as they got hookah, I'm going. And you see it's made. It's fresh. You know what I'm saying? Long as they got hookah, I'm going, baby. Hookah Poppy activated. Nigga, let's activate it, man. Make it
Yo,
happen.
not. You know
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
I'm dead ass. I'm dead ass about to do us a printify. And
Yeah.
George, I'm gonna get with you what that is. But everybody's slogan, I'm putting on the t-shirt. Hookah Poppy activated.
Activated. Fully. Yeah, activated, man.
Geo's is just gonna be a hand that says one at a time.
Yeah, man. Let's make it happen, man. Let's make it happen. As long as they got hookah there. Actually, you know what? We're gonna jump in the chat and we're
How
gonna
niggas
set
feel like
something up.
coming to how do people feel about coming to Queens tomorrow night though? Cause
Um,
it's a bomb ass R&B Thursdays, not too far from my house. They got hookah there. I know the
what's the name
beach
of the spot?
Inner Circle. It's on Guy Brewer.
Oh, I've been there before. I've been there before.
Yeah, longest before I got to go to work. You know.
Let me.
what time
I was.
time is jumping
Not for
off?
nothing. Queens my second home, man. Queens. Well, when I was young, Queens my second home, man. And my family live in Queens, man. So
If you was there, you was like a stone's throw from my crib.
yeah, man. Oh, I ain't know that.
But look,
When,
what time they jumping off though?
They jump off like I would really like to get there like maybe like 10:30. That way it's still kind of light.
Okay,
That way we
but
can get
guys,
a
let's talk
table.
that. Let's talk this in the chat so people don't know where we're gonna be at.
They can pull
nigga,
up. We
nigga, pull
superstars.
up, nigga.
By the
Pull
time we
up.
air this,
Be
by the time they
stupid.
air this,
Pull up.
this is on live. This is posted live,
Be
right?
dumb.
Yeah, we
Pull
live
up.
right now.
All right.
Pull up. It's always with me.
We
It's
live from
always
Listen,
with me.
listen.
outside.
Ain't
Braveheart
Look
done.
at me.
I
in the
ain't talking
flesh.
scared
Iceberg
business.
Chevy
I'm just
Look
Custom
at
saying
me.
for
George.
us. You know
It's
what I mean?
always with me. It don't matter. Pull up.
I like I said, I ain't talking scared business. I'm just saying.
It's always
Ain't
with
No
ducking
me.
the
scared
smoke,
business,
puffing
but
the smoke.
you
You
feel
know
me?
what I mean? It's always with me. You know what I
For
mean?
sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. But
All right,
listen,
yo.
guys, let's talk that in the chat. We're gonna end this segment of facts, rumors, and lies, and I appreciate everyone tonight. Thank you guys for jumping in. Thank you for being here. We're gonna do this every Wednesday, every Sunday, every Wednesday at 8 p.m., every Sunday at 5 p.m. We will be live every week. every Wednesday, Sunday. If we miss you one Sunday, one Wednesday, listen, we'll be back that next day. Don't get to tripping. But yo, everybody sign off. This is DJ Cousin George.
Facts.
Go
Sorry,
ahead.
real quick.
Go ahead.
Identify yourself in the chat because everybody got. Are you the person with who sent me that ugly African man picture? Was
I
that
never,
Sunday?
I don't, we
All
when I
right,
send something to the chat, you'll see it.
all right. Facts, rumors, and lies.
All right, all right. Yo, peace out, everybody. Have a great night. Enjoy the rest of your week. See y'all Sunday. You already know what we gonna do.
Yo.
Easy.
All right. Holla at you. You already know. Out of here.